Another question that I frequently get asked has to do with children who can't sit still, because the parents wonder, how can my child get acupuncture when my kid doesn't hold still for very long? That's also a great question. So depending on the age of the child, the length of time that the acupuncture needles stay in varies. So the younger the child, the less amount of time the needle needs to remain in the skin, and the older the child, the longer they'll need to rest with the needles to get the full effect. So for babies, I typically don't do acupuncture on babies that are 3 months and younger. I think they do better with massage or like a mommy and me acupuncture session where the mom holds the baby and then the mom receives the acupuncture. We'll talk about that in another video. But for babies like 3 months to 12 months, like infants, if they get acupuncture, the needles go in and they come right out. Like pop it in, pull it out, like that's it. Super simple. So they don't need to hold still for something like that. And then as the kids get a little bit older, like I said, they need a little bit longer with the needles, but it's still not very long. So like for toddlers and younger children, the needle might stay in for a couple of seconds. With toddlers, it is kind of fun to make a game out of it and to have them count with you, like 5 seconds, 10 seconds, however long that they can actually rest with the needles. But yeah, and I will always keep my hand on that plastic handle of the needle so that if they do move, I can very quickly just pull it out. So if your child can't sit still, that's okay. They don't need to when they're younger. And then, like I said, as they get a little bit older, they might need to rest a little bit longer with the needles, but by that point, they're usually able to sit still for longer periods of time. So anywhere from 5 to 10 minutes for kids that are like around 7 or 8 years old, and as they get up into their teens, they can rest anywhere from 15 to 20, maybe even 30 minutes with the needles. And again, it depends on the child, depends on their age, what they're coming in for, and just their general personality and temperament. So if your kid doesn't sit still, that is okay. It's normal for kids to not sit still for long periods of time, but they don't need to when they're little and they're getting acupuncture, because the needles go in and they come right out.